Hello and welcome back. I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. We're going to play some more EU4 against all the people. We're going to, against the Timurids, just try to hold the line because it's going to be a war. It's going to be war battles. We'll probably commit troops toward the Bengal capital, at least 2 stacks working side by side. And we want to occupy some of this land to try to bait the Timurids into dealing with us. So let's start off by doing this. We're here and here. Let's have this stack be the one that takes care of Ming, working with this stack. Have these guys march this way as a group to here-ish, join that one. These guys need these to come join. War taxes? There's no reason to raise war taxes. War taxes is, I mean, technically it'd save us some points, but I'd rather have Miltech right now over war taxes. We're definitely going to protect the little guy. We're the nicest overlord ever. We just are, you know? Meanwhile, let's go ahead and, you know, attack Ming. Bengal can't be in 2 wars with us at the same time, so unify China, please. We'll just go, like, these 2 to here. Here, 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 here. This army was going to go to here, and here, 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 here. We're going to have to knock out Ava, otherwise Ming won't accept the deal. We want to get the Ming peace deal done right around the time these cores finish, which is already now, so it's basically time for Ming to peace out. Come on, let's go, 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 faster! He has mothballed forts as well. A couple of them. Is this the Ming final war? No. War score cost is at like 200%. 214. It'll take a little bit of effort. This army is actually going to go march on Ava. It has no leader, though. Get cleaner, bear. Yuck. Okay. Ming actually has a reasonable army. We just lost one of our 6 stacks, I think that was. Yeah, that was just a 6,000 stack. One of my 1/8 stacks, I think that was. I didn't realize he'd have a 34 something stack up there. On his capital with this army. Have these guys kind of rally together and maybe take Ming a little bit more serious. Jin era statuette. Gain meritocracy and admin points. Gain prestige and base tax or army tradition. Obvious. Army tradition's easy. Barely an inconvenience. These guys will be on, not hunt enemy fleets, because I don't want them to just fight the Spanish heavy fleet. I want them to try to intercept enemy transports. For now, until we get our heavies done in the Eastern Indian Ocean. See how that goes. Check your New World nations. What, these ones over here? Oh, I'm sure they'll die. Whatever. Sunny Turtle Land is about to become devastated and wrecked. Totally fine. Barely an inconvenience. It's all compartmentalized, so it doesn't really matter to us. This army should, again, work together. They'll always stay within, like, 1 province of each other, ideally. For reinforcement purposes. These guys should rally up to here. Make sure we're getting all of this occupied. See how they're able to move around? Notice how they're going after that problem? I hate that. Either this fort just recently got completed, which is why they're allowed to go there, or some other nonsense reason. It's definitely what happened. Okay, there's a 35 stack up here and a 23.7 stack up there. They're actually making pretty good progress on this fort. Okay. 94-day siege of a fort is good. Move up onto that one next. Here. Here. Waging 3 wars at once. This is the way, you know, this is how wars should be. Way more interesting this way. No actual leader on that. And there's also a Ming province over here we need to occupy. Timurids have made some progress. This army, I think, will be capable of knocking out Ava on its own. Probably. Clear out that army would be ideal. That occupation relieved. Let's check to see if we have a siege leader that's not busy right now. You're not really leading a siege. Let's pull you off. You here. And go onto the fort. Pull most of these infantry off. Attrition purposes. After we knock out Ava, this army should probably try to get onto Bengal's capital, which is currently where? Gouda? Okay. Looks like we have a pretty open shot, pretty open route. We can go from here to here. We could just march to his capital from Ava. Good. Might want to swap in a better commander, though, before we have him go do that task. Okay, slight overcommitment on the siege. We need to have this army kind of regroup and go north to offset some of the Timurid crap up here, and that Ming army needs to get dealt with. These guys, again, I'm basically just trying to hold the claim region to bait the Timurids into trying to respond to us. They're still in their war with Hassa and Crimea, so his army is going to be pulled in multiple directions. And just generally not that worried about his army right now. We have a leader slot open, 85.3 tradition. Who shall lead? We need at least one more. Just one. I'd like to get to the next tech, but I need one more guy. Atlas 13. Atlas 13 is a 5363. Beautiful. It's actually very quite good. Not as much combat like stuff as I would like, but not bad. That fort did not last very long. It must have been a new fort, but the garrison was small. Take tech, still. No thanks. They're actually besieging our capital right now. That's no good. That is a reasonably large army coming in. They'll be there on the 4th of July and on the 10th of July. Let's see if we can make this fight work. We're going to Scorch. Wait until at least one of them is locked. Check to see when we can reinforce. So now they're looking at 26th July. We have tons of time. Wait for one to get locked. Should be really soon. Come on. There. One is locked, the 8th Army. Now we reinforce. They'll be there on the... 8th Army will be there on the 26th of July. We can reinforce the 21st. Now, no matter what, there will be a fight. Our best commander is... probably Cleaner Bear. Maybe Night Whisper for combat, actually. But we'll just rally everyone in. If we suffer extra attrition on the way, that's totally fine. We should have a pretty good engagement there now. This guy will be there on the 21st. This guy will be there on the 21st. We have like a 60 stat coming in. Yeah, they've got another 30, so like 100,000. We've got about 100,000 as well. But the fact that we've scorched it means that the army arriving on the 26th of July is going to be just 27,000 troops fighting us for over 2 weeks before they have any more reinforcements. So as they come in piecemeal, it's possible we could beat the first army, then the second army arrives, and the first army was the army that had the leader. So then the leader's forced to retreat, and then we just keep to fight a whole bunch of piecemeal armies that are coming in leaderless. That's kind of the hope anyway. Let's see how that goes. Okay, reinforcements are going to come in over time, but look. Exactly what I expected. Scorched Earth wins again! We have so much time. The next army doesn't arrive until 29th of August. We have weeks. Game consolidated Atlas as the primary general. I'm gonna at least have 2 generals assigned just in case one dies. Okay, need that fort to fall. We might very well end up needing more manpower to deal with all these wars. Yeah, after we get Miltech 19, I'm gonna turn on that other policy for the extra manpower rate. Might even want to turn it on now, actually. Stack wipe. Whoops, I didn't even get a chance to read that, but okay. Continuing to come in piecemeal. Scorched Earth, so good. Next army coming in on the 23rd. We should be shift consolidating, probably, to keep the army fighting strong. Another army coming in on the 17th of November. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, we gotta shift consolidate, otherwise our front line's not gonna do as much damage as it needs to. Timurid's war score, then, is at 16 from battles. Apparently this guy does not want to let me try to do this thing yet. I don't know that we're going to win that fight. Yeah, we got to back off, I think. We need more men to knock Ava out. Looks like we'll possibly win this fight, but then the fight after, I think we're going to lose with Bengal coming in. So let's retreat now while we have control. I guess we get prestige or something. We have exactly 100 army tradition. 7 to 18 with 1 guaranteed pip. Possible rolls. Even more men coming in tomorrow on the 1st of November, followed by a 3-week reinforcement delay. If we pile in as well, we might still be okay. It's not really time to roll generals, although I'm kind of tempted to fire Jan, considering how useless he is for actual combat. I want to get to Tech 19. Now, I do think that they are going to win this fight because of the reinforcements not being able to get in there in time. So, we'll fight until the 3rd of November and then just retreat 1 province over. And pile everything in, and that Scorched Earth did do some work, though. We killed 126,000 troops and only lost 40. Scorched Earth is strong good. Let's give this fight a try. I don't know how we're gonna kind of shake out against Ming. Let's make sure we got a good general here. Yeah, I'm okay with Mac Hyper. He's acceptably good. Let's take a high maneuver guy here so that we can have full reinforcement in hostile territory. These guys are heading to Tosu on the 28th of November. Okay, we have way too many artillery for combat purposes. We're kind of like, the army composition is geared towards many sieges at once. So in this like theater of war, if you want to think about it that way, from a like Hearts of Iron 4 perspective, combat width right now is only 32, and we have 47 artillery in this army right now. That means there are 15 artillery that are just costing us attrition. Huge amounts of attrition and just bleeding away manpower, bleeding away money, dealing with artillery that are ideally never going to see the front row, never going to see combat. So I think we should possibly consider reorganizing our army into 3 theaters of war. 94 divided by 3 would put 31 in each, which is about right. Which means we got to pull back some of these artillery. There's just no purpose in having this many. Let's just go 32 on the dot. Unless tech is going to give us more combat width. It does not. These 15 should come over to here. These guys will have 12 and another 4. There's not enough infantry to justify sending more men over here. And yeah, I think I'm going to turn that edict, the policy on now. 2218 becomes 2722. We need that. Cool. This is a interesting war. This is actually making the fight kind of challenging and fun again. I like it. Looks like we shake out quite well against the Mingans. And our heir, why you know have 6 dip, is a conqueror. Yearly absolutism. Autonomy change cooldown might actually be better for us than that yearly absolutism. Like, think about it for a second. Over the next 5 years, this gives us 5 absolutism. Over the next 5 years, being able to know that your autonomy change will be shorter than just 30 years, it could benefit us, I think, over the next 15. Arumba, do you know if armies suffer attrition during battle? They do not. How many cannons are already in the north? We got 5 and 10. Only 15. We also still have a stack over here with 16. I don't think it actually needs to be here anymore, unless we start doing the ridiculous 200% overextension thing again. This suppression stack is just not necessary, I think. Our fleet, however, is not seeming like it's doing a great job intercepting enemies. They have the war goal with Tondo. War goal is Manila. Occupied very well. Okay. Let's stop trying to intercept enemy fleets and let's just try to auto-transport this army onto that island and see if we can take back Manila. I really don't want the war with Spain to go on for very long because he will do a lot of damage to our colonial nations. He has 10 freaking colonial nations. Our colonial nations are screwed. And there's little that I can do to, like, win the war. And if I try too hard, we're not even the war leader, so Tondo is just going to keep us stuck in this bullshit forever. I really want his enthusiasm to stay low. But I also need to get Spain's enthusiasm low. Complicated, basically. Timurids is attacking. It's fine. We'll scorch. We got Atlas here right now. Alright. I don't think we can afford to get rid of that. I think Cleaner Boy needs to be our leader. The shock damage received. And because this is the primary stack, it's kind of making sure to hold these guys back. Let's actually just have both of our best generals there. Just in case. Alright, let's see how the next fight goes. We're basically ready to peace out with Ming. And I think rather than try to knock Ava out, it's going to take at least 2 wars, probably 3, depending on Ming's rebels, to actually kill Ming. So I think we should just finish this fight and then peace Ming out for less than 100. Not to mention, again, I don't want to go above 100 overextension right now anyway. Especially now while we're doing all these wars. So, yeah, win this fight. And then let's go peace out with Ming. Let's create some even more annoyance for him. We'll do, like, take this. Are there any forts that we do have occupied? Yes. Let's take that one. That's a fort as well. Let's make sure we take that. There were no forts down here, if I remember correctly. Anything else as part of an existing state? Really? I think we just go up to 100%, as much as we can demand, and not be over 100% overextension. We just peace out now. This is totally fine. Alright. I usually look at the yearly absolutism as more of a maintain absolutism so that you can do some really, really small amounts of raising of autonomy. I don't usually look at that age bonus as a source for generating your yearly. Then again, we didn't get much absolutism from doing the harsh treatment clicks like normal, so I guess this will give us more value than a standard campaign. All right, Ming just went bankrupt. Cool, good. They deserve to. Get these armies to rally to here. You go to here as well. That frees these two troops up to go after Bengal's capital or to try to reinforce the primary area. And since it is a war on battles, I think we should just converge the entirety of our army together right now before we split it back up again. So, I'm gonna take a short break here, talk to chat a little bit, look around, see if we can see any other tactical things we need to worry about, but I'll be back in the next episode. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.